call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on last year's national champions, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Tigers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Give to Brown. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
They'll ride the hot hand. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. From the shotgun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Here comes the heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Here they come on 3rd down, and the defense has had no answer so far. Dropping back, it's Dixon. Lets it fly. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. And when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season. You see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This crowd, full throat, sweating the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barber. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. They'll try the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, the portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Running to the left. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
The Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it to him again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from the gun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting a tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. Give him 6. Touchdown, Texas. On to attempt to try. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Dixon. Using the quick game. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Off play action on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Steps away. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick. There he goes. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. LSU will get a 1st down. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on third down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Looking for a man. It's Dixon. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Now the play fake. Going to take a shot at this DB. Hits him inside the 20, still going. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike touchdown. Comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football. So much explosiveness and firepower. And we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game. And it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Arizona State was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Sun Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The give. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Keep it on the ground. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Those horns are up, and they are sharp in the running game.
Yeah, just pounding the rock, playing physical. And I think when you think about great Texas teams, you probably think about the running game, the physicality. And I could go through so many backs with Cedric Benson and Ricky Williams and all those guys that, and just recently Bijan Robinson, high draft picks, really, really good running game.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Second down now after the sack. Making side adjustments here. They'll try the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Here on third down. Wants to throw. It's Dixon. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Going deep. Finds a spot down the gun of the knee. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
They're working that left side. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Shabera. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll immediately call timeout. On second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tigers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Great job through the air for this offense. 2-minute situation, executing at the end of the half to go take the lead and take the momentum into halftime.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw, it's Dixon. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion from the back. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds his man open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete to the left. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. right back to the well. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Might be looking to run. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. They'll try to power their way ahead. He has the first and still on his feet. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Carr. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And as he throws, can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
But he missed it. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Brown has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Dixon. Quick strike complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quick.
Turning it on! What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
To the ground with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Makes the grab for the 2.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot, you can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Got it in the middle. It's Barber.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Now on second down. They go to the ground. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the run, it's Shabera. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
The give to the back. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to Brown. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Dixon. Now improvising. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, momentum is a real thing in college football, and you're seeing it shift here in the 3rd quarter. The defense just forced a 3-and-out. Their offense scored a touchdown the last time out. We've got a close game, but all of the momentum is squarely now on their side.
Punt is in the air. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. He's looking downfield to throw. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball.
Special teams unit making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution in that punt return.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. It's a draw. Powers through the defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Carr. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got the back over the middle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll move the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Barber. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Thanks to grab.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They try to pop a run on the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
That's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field. You saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
They booted away on 4th down. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Texas offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. It's Dixon. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss.
Going for it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long, and it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Got a little space. Breaks into the open. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stopped him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Iowa State delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Ames. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the Big 12. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got room at the 35. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I love love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He wants to change this route. The give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the fourth quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Back to throw, it's Dixon. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him packed up. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
And I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you can tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked him down, but thank goodness we still had a little space left.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws for the tight end. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
Well, they're trailing in this game late. The defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on fourth down.
Makes the grab close to the logo. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Ready to fire from the pistol. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Texas.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. And he's going to have to reach to the bottom of his toenails and muster every ounce of kicking force he's got to try to win the game. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. DB's right up on the receivers. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
So here comes our first play of overtime. They'll leave it with him. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Longhorns will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
On the run, still looking. Oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Got the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Touchdown, Longhorn! They strike first here in overtime.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Working that left side now. Touchdown, LSU! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They're not going to mess around. They'll go for 2 and the win right here. They want to throw it. He got it! The aggressive call pays off and wins the game in overtime. What a game. We had a furious fist fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have the lapses in concentration we saw today that led to them losing.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.